We were supposed to get hit with a pretty bad hurricane last night, so we brought old Henry and his house inside. All right, just checking out my house after the hurricane. Etta. Everything looks pretty good. Cars are all still here. Mounted and parked our car under the tree. What a softie. Let's see the backyard. All I see is a bunch of leaves all over. Can't live with that. As you guys saw, brought Henry inside last night. Brought him back out already this morning. The hurricane has passed us. A little bit of water down in the bottom corner. Nothing crazy. Doesn't look like the shop's got any flooding in it. Oh, just stepped in a big puddle. Cooked my socks. I'm gonna have to go put some work boots on. I just tore my socks up. Idiot. So, just got some tough break news on the 240. So no matter how quick I am at getting all of this stuff in there and done, the drive shaft is, he said, 2 or 3 weeks out. So that's it. She is not making it to Cletus and Cars. 2 or 3 weeks out on a drive shaft. That's it. Done deal. I knew it was gonna be, you know, a little ways out, but the local place by me who has actually made the Camaro one, they've made a bunch of other ones for all of Cletus's cars. We've always used them in the past. They're usually pretty quick, you know, 48-hour turnaround time, but you'll have that, you know, it's build season. People are getting their stuff ordered, and man, what are you gonna do, you know? I wish that I would have just mocked it up and ordered it a couple weeks ago, but I just really didn't think that there was that much of a lead time on it. So, held up by the drive shaft. All right, guys, so I'm on to wiring on the 240, so I figured now would be a perfect time to break out my box of OEM harness and start figuring out taillights. This kind of looks like it might be the taillight. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm looking for because I've never owned a 240 before, and definitely have never owned one that runs and drives. So I'm just gonna find the right connector for the taillights and just cut it off, cut both of them off, and track down the wiring, figure out which ones are reverse, which ones are brake lights, which ones are just running lights, and start laying out a harness for those that can go up to the front and then can wire into the brake pedal and a couple of the other things. So that's on my list for right now. So as you guys saw, I just used the power probe here, labeled all the wires. Got reverse, daytime running light, blinker, brake, ground. Then I'll do the same for the other side. Then I'll run them in one loom all the way up to the front, put them to the fuse box, wire them to where they have to be, all that nonsense. All right, well, the harness for the taillights is in. You can see the loom right here. Tucked it up, used a couple of these guys. Just gonna run it up to the front along with a couple other wires. We'll go through right there, put a grommet there. I need to do a firewall at some point, so I'm trying to run everything off to the side. And then it'll go right up to the power wire, and then I gotta figure out how to make the brake lights work. So, like on the Camaro, my brake lights work off of a pressure switch, but this doesn't have a pressure switch, so I'm probably just gonna have to try to find one of the stock like buttons or something, the way that OEM does it, and figure out what kind of output and input that needs, and see if I could just trigger the brake lights with that. I should be able to, of course, because that's how factory does it. So, gotta track down that, and that shouldn't be too bad. Just one thing after another. I also spent a lot of today just organizing the shop because it's such a wreck, and with Cletus and Cars coming up and the 2.4 hours of Le Mullets, there's a lot going on, and I'm gonna be out of the shop for a little while, so anytime that I am in the shop, I want to be maximum efficiency. I don't wanna be, you know, doinking around trying to find tools and stuff. We also have a cool potential project coming into the shop that some other guys will be working on here. See how that pans out. It'll be really fun. It's gonna be a fun week coming up. So that'll do it for today's video, guys. I know there wasn't really much going on, but I am dedicated to getting 3 videos out a week, even if they are just a little boring. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Well, the puzzle's done. Tough break. We are missing one piece. Millie may have eaten it, or this dollar store puzzle may just been short one piece.
High chance that Millie ate it.
There's a good chance. She tried to eat one piece already.
She was trying to one the other day.
I'm disappointed, to say the least. Alright, well, it is as done as it can be. It's done. Alright. Time to go get another puzzle.